when these brands come in, they
Yes.
bring in a lot of firepower and the market behind them, the talent. They all bring that kind of utility to it. So it will obviously be different, and again, they might even use NFT in a different way. So you know that will be really interesting to see, and I want to see that because this is something that Nike did with Artifact.
Just start the session with
Yeah.
the first of all, when you see markets, what's happening, and especially the announcement with the Feds, through July 26th, 27th, all
Yeah.
these hype going on. So, what do you think about how would a person pan forward? What would they think? Is this the last amount of Bitcoin can go down, or there is more to the bear market?
So if you talk about my personal opinion, I think that it will go down further because this is not just crypto bear market that we are seeing right now. It is a recession, that we can literally see in next few months coming in because a lot of companies are coming up with their earnings and their revenues. Uh, you can see there are so many countries going under debt, like countries like Sri
Yes.
Lanka, African countries. So there is this war with currencies that is happening right
Yeah,
now.
totally.
So I know, this is not just bad for crypto, but it is also bad for other asset markets. Uh, stock market is at all-time low as well right now. I haven't seen any growth there. I had few stocks
Yes.
earlier, so I
Yeah.
don't think they will go higher in the coming months as well. But this is what I'm doing. I'm just freezing everything. I'm watching really closely what is happening, trying
Yeah.
to keep some capital ready so that
Yes. Yes.
I can just jump in when it is the right time.
Yeah. And also, I was reading a lot of articles these days, and I found out that when the cost of mining Bitcoin
Yeah,
gets to that last moment, when the
threshold.
mining is costlier,
Yeah, for the
then it
miners, they'll
doesn't
go
get,
away.
yes, then it doesn't get more downward trend,
Yeah,
like and a lot of articles they have shown $12,000 and $13,000. It can
yeah,
go up to that, and then mining a Bitcoin becomes more costlier. So
costlier,
I
and
feel,
then the reward for the miners.
hmm, reward for
So
the
yeah,
miners. Yeah. So I feel still there must be something you should have some capital assigned and
yeah,
have, I think, $12,000 to $15,000 another entry. I mean, just for the larger, longer period of time, not for the shorter period. You can have bear market for like 2 3 years. You never know, how we have seen in
yeah,
the past.
yeah, and that this is combined with the recession that is inevitable at this point because you see the weakness in other currencies is making the US dollar stronger. So I just heard it somewhere today that companies that are abroad, like big companies like Walmart and others, they are um, giving that their profit will be lesser this in this quarter as well because obviously other currencies are getting lower and then US dollar is getting stronger, but in the end they
Yes.
bring that money from the other countries.
Yes.
So that will affect a lot of things in the bigger
So
frame than just
uh,
crypto.
we have Gemma here. Hola, hi Gemma. We have Christina here. She's saying it's time to buy.
Time to buy. Exactly, you can think that we can't time the bottom as well, and uh, as we see this right now, I think we are closer to the bottom than to the top, so
Yes.
this is also a good strategy.
Yes, you can just have some funds assigned. Like
Hmm.
I bought some when it was 19,000.
Same, yeah.
Yeah,
Since
I
then I
bought
haven't
a
touched it.
little sum, and I thought that I bought Ethereum when it was $1,000,
Yeah.
and when a Bitcoin was 19,000, I bought some just
Yeah.
to have a strategy behind it. And next time, if it goes further down, 12,000 range and 15,000 range, I feel I don't care if it goes more down, but I have
Yeah.
to have, a strategy defined to it, because it's a long term,
Yeah.
you know.
So more
It's
capital should be in that time frame so that your average is below your
Yes, because
high
yeah, because
price.
you cannot time the exact time, you
Exactly.
cannot.
Exactly.
Vedanshi is here. Hi, Vedanshi. How are you doing? So yeah, I mean, it's important to not, you know, be too late, to
Exactly.
for these grabs, as you see in the history and everything. So you have to have a strategy, and plus, if it goes more down, you can buy more and
Yeah.
restore it till the time you have enough. Okay,
Yeah.
now. And also, a lot of people, would you say something about what happened with Terra, the Bitcoin
Yeah.
crash or the
Terra
cryptocurrency
Luna.
crash?
Yeah.
Yeah, Luna. So what do you have to say for that? A lot of people lost their money, they committed suicides. What
Yeah.
would your frame of mind of a person who gives everything to one asset, what would
Hmm.
you say on that?
So, I think it is really sad that it happened to a lot of people, but that was the problem with some kind of economics in there that was exploited. Again, anyone can exploit that kind of algorithm because it's out there in the open, and they give the chance to people out there just exploit it. So that happened, and unfortunate for a lot of people who put all of their money in one asset, and there was not diversified portfolio for them. So I've always thought from my perspective that you need to have that diversified portfolio, not just crypto.
Right.
You need to have other assets as well that will give you some other income in future, and you need to have a plan for them. So I think it was really sad, but again, this is how the market works. It flushes out all that noise from that. Uh, it happens over and over again. A lot of projects
Right.
go down like that, and
Right.
this is the reason people are scared of crypto, right? um,
Yes.
you see that these big projects happen and they just fall down from the top. Like I think it was $20 billion or something in the
Mm,
Terra Luna
right.
market cap, and
And
look at
almost,
that,
I
it's
think,
gone.
20 to 20 people committed suicides, I think, in the US.
Yeah, that is crazy. That is the sad part of it. And again, unless it's your own crypto, you have it in your wallet, or the tokenomics of it, it's not worth taking the risk for everyone, right? um, you need to know and learn about every cryptocurrency rather than get into the hype of it. If you see someone talking about a project on TikTok or Instagram, is doesn't show that that project has so much value or it will have something like that. So that's what my thought is. What about you?
Yeah, I also feel you should be, when you are putting your finances, you should be having a diverse asset class assigned to it. You should
Mhm.
have some fixed deposits, you should have some in stocks, you should have some in index funds,
Yeah,
or you should buy some gold, so
gold
there
or
should
silver.
be some in the real estate, so that at least you are not banking on something. And one more thing which I learned over the years, being in crypto, is that you need to form a strategy for your own self, because
Yeah,
it's ever evolving. You can earn so much, you can lose so much. So you should be
exactly.
only investing the amount which you are ready to lose, and you are sane enough to get out of it, because it's insane when you see it goes up, you want to
Yeah,
put more and more. That is, I feel, when the market is red,
yeah,
that is the time when you should stay happy and you should say, okay, now it's going
I can
down, this
put
is my
more capital.
strategy.
Yeah,
But when it is going green, we all get excited or tempted to buy more. I think there is the catch that we need to understand, that it will go down, because it goes down really fast.
Yeah,
It takes time, 3 years to go up slowly and slowly. Those tall buildings come,
yeah,
but when it crashes, it's like crashes in like 45, 50 days. I mean, that's
exactly.
bizarre.
If you don't have a strategy around it, like you haven't set a goal that, okay, if it goes 50% up or something, um, then I will take it out. If you don't do that, then you will be left waiting for it, and you never know
Yes,
if it comes back to that price again in the closer time frame or not.
definitely. Oh, do you have anything to say about Tether? Because lot of people depend on Tether. You
Yeah,
know, I personally got my some profits out in Tether, but
yeah.
I'm scared as shit. What happened to Luna, Terra Luna? So I don't know. Is it like stable enough for?
It if you look at their reserves and how they are backed by other
Hmm,
assets, I think they are the safest. But
hmm.
right now, if you look at the regulation status, USDC is the safest stable coin out
Okay.
there, I think so, because Circle, who is the company that provides USDC, they are in touch with a lot of governments and US, authorities, so that I think they will have the higher chance of grabbing that market from USDT. Although USDT is good, but again, it's all about, in the end, comes down to what is regulated properly and um, what has, taken the law in their consideration.
What about the Australian markets? What do they think about crypto and the
Oh,
governance around it?
Australian market is good about it because they are really pro crypto, and
Oh,
the
nice.
government, yeah, the government is working on policies for it. There are a few senators like Andrew Bragg, who is on LinkedIn here if you want to check him out.
Hmm.
Yeah, they are pro crypto, and they talk about the benefits of it for government as well. So it is good to see that, and yeah, like I think uh, Australia has a lot of companies as well, which are going crazy, like Immutable X, if you have heard of it.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah.
the unicorn. So they they are in Australia as well, and yeah, Algorand is also based here. So good ecosystem and a lot of innovation is happening. I think they are supporting it very well, and that's what it is important. That's how you grow a country, like taking these kind of innovations and moving forward with it rather than banning them every now and then.
Yes, yes. And I feel more countries which are smaller with their economics and lesser population, they
Yeah,
are more inclined towards cryptocurrencies.
crypto. Yeah,
And countries like China, India also, and same with the
where you
US.
want where you want more control, those
Yes,
countries are going for the same old ways
same
of
old strategy.
yeah. So yeah, that's the thing. What are your thoughts about NFTs? NFT market is
NFTs,
also
yeah, but it also, I mean, there's such an amazing things happening, in the NFT space,
yeah.
especially after Meta announced the Metaverse concept. Now
Hmm.
people are flooded with a lot of opportunities in that area, and I am talking to a lot of founders of amazing NFT projects in Web3 or Metaverse. They're
Hmm.
developing something amazing, beautiful, and I feel they are also collaborating with a lot of giant firms,
Hmm.
and they are creating value of some or the other sort. So there are
Yeah.
people who are just banking and going into the hype of the project
Yeah. Hype cycles.
and pulling the rug out. So you have to be careful there itself. You see the
Yeah,
community should.
I think it has died a bit now, that
Yes,
whole art project things and
right.
degen whatever, you can sell anything out of an NFT, but now companies and brands are getting into it, so it is becoming something with more utility, which
Yes,
is what you need. And what is NFT for? It can be anything.
it can be anything.
They
Yes,
can attach anything to it and make it
definitely.
in a smart contract. So Now it depends on the brands and what they do with it, and make a creative process out of it.
because brands know that there is so much money in crypto, or
Hmm.
so
Virtual worlds.
getting an NFT and using it for a marketing strategy is a great strategy for a
Yeah,
brand who's already doing amazing.
exactly.
So I mean, so they for them it is a win-win situation.
Yeah,
In
they're
fact,
already putting
luxury,
so much in their budget
yes.
in marketing, and they can just put some aside for metaverse and NFTs. They will have more value generated out of it.
In fact, brands like Gucci or Parada, these brands, they are having these virtual clothes as an
Hmm.
NFT. Also, it brings the cost of these luxury items down for them,
Yeah.
and they have a market to get
Yep.
into. So I feel it is also to do with eco-friendly things, because while you see these brands, they go about, they use a lot of things which are not ethical, I must say. So
Hmm.
while they are producing these virtual NFTs, virtual jackets, I mean, their cost also goes down, and they also get in a different market where they
Hmm.
can use marketing as a tool.
Yeah.
So it depends upon how you want to cater your brand, which is already built.
Hmm.
Then you have to cater something, you have to build from scratch. You have to
Yeah.
bring value towards that. There should be some or the other great partnerships happening at the back end, so
Yeah.
that you are
Exactly.
going ahead with that, and you are here for the longer run. I think next 10 to 12 years, a person who starts with an NFT should have that vision of 10 to
Hmm.
12 years, because there's going to be a lot of statements coming out. A lot of people would say it's not useful.
Scam is not useful.
Yes,
Yeah.
so you have
That
to.
always comes back, like
Yes,
the
that
scam
always comes
statement.
with the ever evolving tech.
Yeah.
So I mean, the potential is huge, but if crypto goes up, these assets will go up.
Yeah.
If you can buy an NFT for
Yeah.
lesser ETH, if Ethereum goes up, you're
Hmm.
already in profit. Because
Exactly.
Ethereum's price you bought, it was down. So
Yeah.
it is in relation with crypto.
Yeah. I think it will, in some time it will decouple from crypto market, because when these brands come in, they
Yes.
bring in a lot of firepower, and the market behind them, the talent, they all bring that kind of utility to it. So it will obviously be different, and again they might even use NFT in a different way. So you know that will be really interesting to see, and I want to see that, because this is something that Nike did with Artifact.
Yes.
They
Oh
did a
yeah.
phygital
Yes.
hoodie recently, and that was really cool. I
Amazing.
love that idea. That's why I love Nike. I see their brand value, and their marketing is so good. So it uh, urges other brand to do that same thing, not the same way of doing it, but innovative, or doing something new out of it, rather than just following the same pattern of launching an NFT collection and selling it on
Yeah,
the
yeah, you're
marketplace.
truly right. I think the way will be for first would be phygital,
Yeah.
because there's still a lot of people who are not too much in crypto, but they would want to buy something of Nike, right?
Yeah.
So if they
Exactly.
get something of physical as well as a digital,
Yep.
for them
That
it's
will be the
amazing.
utility.
That's something of value. That's something
Yep.
they are associated with for a longer period of time. Physical value is there
Yeah,
for
and
them to change their
digital
mindset
stays
and say
there.
it's only the NFT you can, and they don't have a, there would be a lot of apps, a lot of things, even Instagram. Once you can brag on Instagram, see my NFTs. Once
Yeah.
it starts like that, so
Yep.
people would want to
They are
brag,
integrating it.
then and then that physical value, digital value, can be subsided to into digital value, because then
Exactly.
Instagram, everybody will check the profile, and then they'll check the NFTs of that influencer.
It's your blue tick
Yes,
for
and
the
yeah,
future.
it gets a, like Twitter, you gets you a blue tick.
Yeah.
So when this starts happening, the whole the youth especially
Yeah.
are attached to all these mediums. They would try to fit in and want to be there,
Yeah.
and then the market goes in a different direction.
Exactly. And I feel with Apple coming with AR glasses, and other companies also working on it.
Yes.
That's something that is more, foreseeable in the future rather than just metaverse. Because if you relate augmented reality to it, then it becomes something else. You can have layovers of your NFTs on anything, and
Right.
you can be having that virtual world plus the physical world as well. So that
Right.
will be crazy. So I feel that that is something to look forward to.
I feel so much excitement brewing inside you while you say
Yeah.
AR and all this, because in fact, yeah, I made a video also on AR contact lenses.
Yeah.
That's a different mechanism,
Yeah.
which can
The
fall down
biggest
into
companies are
metal.
working on it. The
Yes, as
lens
Mojo
company.
Vision has launched their AR contact lenses,
Yeah.
which
I
is
don't remember the
very,
name.
yeah, it's Mojo Vision, Mojo Lens, Mojo Vision is
Yeah.
the company. So they
Okay.
have had that contact lenses, which is AR
Yeah.
based. So I mean, it's going to be amazing how
Yeah.
everything goes out.
So many utilities in there. I see a few people in the chat. Is anyone
Maliha is
having any?
there.
Malia is
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Hi, Maliha. Yeah,
Does anyone have any questions for us?
yeah.
We've been talking
Anybody?
for a while.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good.
You
That's the
you
kind
you
of
can you
conversation.
can see in your screen how many people are seeing us. Can you see that?
I can see the comments,
I
not how
also
many.
can see only the comments.
Yeah. Let me check.
So yeah, I can also see the comments only.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
It's going a bit late on LinkedIn. I
Yeah.
just saw. I'm seeing myself already talking.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's gone a bit slower on my end as well because of that.
Hmm.
4 or 5 people are there, but yeah, that's good. I think people can join in if they see. So
So,
what?
what are your favorite five cryptocurrencies which you
Okay.
would want to bank on for the next 5 years?
Yeah.
Top five
So
cryptocurrencies which you want to recommend.
yeah. So my personal favorites are obviously Bitcoin,
Hmm.
Ethereum,
Hmm.
Cardano, uh, because yeah, smart contract and more development on it. And then I have Chainlink on number 4, and another one that I am bullish on is Energy Web. It's a I think you might know it's a token
I know.
for, yeah, energy grids, and it's already being used by so many companies. So
Yes.
I'm bullish on that, and I'm looking really closely on those.
I bought Energy Web token in COVID while I got to research about it, and I saw there was a potential uh, link to Elon Musk also that time because
Yeah,
of their company or something
yeah, yeah.
linked to that.
I think they have it already with I think something related to Tesla, but
Hmm.
through a subsidiary
Yes,
who provide them energy, or maybe a
yes.
thing like that. But yeah, they have good connections, and um, those people are already in the energy industry, so it's good to see
Do, do,
if people want to know.
do you think it's a good thing like Tesla coming out of Bitcoin and they are saying, now the news came up. So what do you think about how the market react to it? Do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it's a good thing now because people will finally understand that the companies coming in and out don't matter.
Right.
Because I think Elon Musk has lost his credibility, personally for me, because he has been doing that from a while. He's saying that he's buying it, he's saying that he's selling it.
Yes, yes.
Um, so that I don't take my information from that source. But if people are influenced by that, because obviously he has the biggest following on Twitter, and again, there are fans of him. He is a great guy, but again, I don't take that as my source of information only. I have other sources as well where I can go and research.
Right.
So that's what I would want people to do as well, and you know, uh, not FOMO into anything that some famous personality says, because that's the point of crypto, right? It should be not related to one person. It should be decentralized.
Definitely.
Mm.
And I feel it is also about, if somebody comes up to me for the advice, I've been into the market for 4 years, I tell them first understand what it means.
Yeah,
Not just,
you
I'm
need
not going to
the
give you
philosophy.
like top 10 or top 5. This is all
Yeah,
bullshit. Just go and understand the tech behind it.
yeah,
Because
and
when
first
you understand,
understand money, like
yes,
what's wrong with current money.
yes,
Uh, we need to understand that first before getting into crypto and why we need crypto. A lot of
yes.
people just jump in because they think, okay, this is going green. Maybe I just get some quick buck, and they lost all their money and they never come back to crypto. They say that, oh, it's a
But
scam.
yes, and understanding that fundamental value to it,
Yeah,
why, what, when, how does
when,
it
yeah,
work, why only it will not go down to zero, or what is the thing that is why it is so volatile.
yeah,
A lot of people
yeah,
don't get in because volatile,
yeah.
because
Because it
they
goes
don't know
down,
how
but it
the
goes
tech
up too.
evolves. Yes,
People
yeah,
think
they
it's
don't
only
know.
go down.
So
Yeah,
they say that it's not a company, it's not nowhere. So I
yeah,
mean, why do we trust that? But
yeah.
that's how it is. If
That's
a
how you get
community,
conviction.
yes, if a community trusts something, we have already seen that if you trust a asset and a massive trust is there,
Mm.
I mean, you see so many recessions after recessions happening,
Yeah,
and we still trust our government to do great things
yeah,
for us. Why not
yeah,
just take a chance and put a little which you're willing to lose in some asset?
yeah.
It can give you
Yeah,
great
just
gains. Yeah.
I started with just my weekend money, what I
Oh,
would
right.
spend and out there. I started creating videos and I was like, I'm not going out anyway. I just use this money to invest, why not? Uh, like $100, couple of $100 weekend or week, that works, and that over time you build that portfolio, that's enough.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
mean,
that's the goal.
understanding also in how it works. I
Mm,
think since beginning, while you are investing, it is
mm.
important that you invest very little, and you know
Yeah,
understand the cons
understand
also.
what falls, what comes up, and also see how the exchanges work and how you can take out your money. Can you even take it out or not? Some exchanges don't give you that
Yeah.
option, some give, but yeah, again, so that's all a learning process. No one can do that for you, but they can help. That's what I'm doing in Crypto Clarity. I'm trying to create those tutorials for people and make them connect their MetaMask to something, or buy this from this exchange or something like that. So that's the beauty of it. In the end you will have to do your own research, but you can take help from people like myself and any other person on YouTube.
Yes, yes, definitely. And what would you say, which is the most trusted exchange for buying cryptocurrencies?
I would, for me, it is Binance. For sure, it beats every other exchange. With the recent, news about Coinbase as well,
Yes. Oh man,
I've
it was
seen that.
terrible.
Yeah, I've seen that Binance has been the better one since starting, and they are only beating them now. So that's great to see, and I trust that more than any other exchange, unless I have to buy a specific coin from somewhere else.
So you use an hardware wallet for
Yeah,
uh,
so I do use both, like a Trust wallet or hardware wallet. So I keep some here, some there. Again, it's also that diversification in those as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. I
How
feel
about you?
this. I just 2-3 months back I bought a Ledger Nano
Hmm.
X.
Yeah.
and I feel it's important to have that, because I
Yeah.
don't trust any exchange, because
No.
I
Yeah.
feel it's just when the market goes down. In 2017 same thing happened.
Yeah.
Markets were tanking down and all the exchanges stopped the withdrawals, and I
Exactly.
was traumatized with that. I felt really cheated. So I felt
Cheated.
it's
Yeah.
better that I have
To
a
have it.
hardware wallet,
Mm.
and what I do is I buy and put it in hardware wallet and tell, this is after 10 years I'll see this.
Yeah.
This is
Exactly.
something, yeah, I don't want to see this. I don't want
Mm.
to see what's happening in the market. Yeah, I would want to know every news of your,
Yeah.
and it's great that, I mean, I should give a shout out to everyone watching. Follow Crypto Clarity on YouTube, you know, because the information which we can get from people like you, it's amazing, because nobody has time to just go on the net, surf and see. And
Yeah.
clarity word with crypto is really important, because
Yeah.
there's so many people out there and
Yeah. That's where it came
simplifying
from.
it. So I think I better hardware wallet. I
Mm.
just use it, and then I don't trust any exchange. So I didn't put anything on exchange. If I
Mm.
want to sell something, so I'll not sell. Like, I'm not a avid trader.
Mm.
I would do it. I have a plan, goal. Like
Mm.
5 years, I will do this. Market is bear or bull. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
to me. My
Doesn't matter.
strategies are different. So
Exactly. It's based on your own financial situation and your goals. That's
yes,
what
yes,
I've learned, that um, it doesn't matter how much others are putting in. You will see videos like, oh, I got this much out of this much.
yeah.
I was
Oh
like,
man.
but not everyone has that. Uh,
Get money 20x, 10x.
yeah, yeah,
I don't like those videos. This is really,
yeah,
I mean, they're fooling around with you.
yeah. This is
Why? I
just
mean, yeah,
wasting
you can,
others' time, yeah, and
yes,
also misguiding them. So that's what I want more in the crypto space, the trust factor. So that's why I'm showing my face everywhere, like
yes,
spaces like LinkedIn. That is really important,
definitely.
where you see people and you can connect to them directly
Right.
rather than just TikTok. I have TikTok, but again, it's not
We,
that catchy because I don't create viral videos like those, where I'm saying, "Oh, buy this now."
yeah, I think that's not a long-term thing to do.
Vision, yeah,
Yeah, I don't see this as a long term, because I feel then people would only, people, you will get a lot of views for
yeah,
sure, but in the longer run, like now you don't respect Elon Musk
yeah,
just because he hyped the project, right?
yeah,
So
exactly,
then now he's gone away from that because he was
yeah,
not willing to go for a longer period of time. So
mm,
that's how, I think that's the learning everyone can get. If you
yeah,
would have understood the knowledge about it. In 2017, Ethereum, I think, was $30.
yeah,
Still it's up, right?
exactly, yeah.
So you have to think like
It's
that.
yeah, that's the thing. You have to look at the previous years and how far it came from, whatever it is, and analyze that rather than I have a business analytics background, so I also read those charts and everything. I
Right.
try to I try to do those insights analytics because I love dashboards and all those trends and
Oh,
analytics and
lovely.
everything. So yeah, that is something that also started my crypto clarity as well. Like, okay, I can simplify this information for people and then just hand it over to them. That would be better than saying that buy this.
And the term hashtag dire, you know,
Yeah.
that's really important to understand for the people.
Yeah, exactly. Do your own research.
Yes.
How about you? How's your channel going? And I see you doing a lot of videos with people and founders, and that's really great to see
Amazing,
some of
yaar.
your
It's,
experience.
it's, I mean, amazing. I feel I'm learning a lot from these founders. Also, making sure that I am into uh, the Web3 space,
Yeah.
everywhere active, because there tremendous amount of uh, knowledge in play,
Mm.
and the strategies these companies are taking, it's beautiful to see.
Hmm.
So I mean, talking to them, and then I started with I've ordered two books on Metaverse also.
Hmm.
So just having that full access to all these things, so
Yeah.
it's going great because I'm
Yeah.
excited towards newness
Yeah.
things. Anything happening in the future. You can see futuristic up there
Yeah.
right now. So futuristic anything, it's just something which, that's why we live. We are always looking
Yeah.
out for something beautiful happening. And
Yeah.
yes, Web3 space is evolving really fast. I don't see it as crypto markets up and down. I
Yeah.
see if you are creating some value, you know
Yeah.
so it is definitely you will have a community
Yeah.
towards it, and you will have a market for it.
Exactly. You
Cryptos
can
going
make
up
that a
and down will not
marketplace.
matter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can make
definitely.
your own marketplace that will be blockchain for you. You can make your own NFTs. Everything will be digital, and um, you can make them assets if you want, or you can
Yes.
not. That's your
Yes.
choice.